Hello guys and welcome back to another video. My name is Paul. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below. Today I'm talking about Facebook again, and the reason why I decided to talk about scams on Facebook Marketplace today is because I've been looking through a vehicle. I know what vehicles are a scam and what ads are a scam, but a lot of people out there do not. And I'm urging anyone out there that is looking for a car or buying something on Facebook Marketplace. It doesn't even necessarily have to be in the vehicle section or in the rental section on Facebook Marketplace. It could be in your local garage sale that somebody is trying to scam you out of your money. I always tell people this first and foremost, and that is to never send anybody money in an application or through email. You don't want to send anybody money through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever the case may be, or through Gmail, or go and buy gift cards for someone and send them to them for whatever you're looking to buy. You want to meet the person in person and get the product in hand. If you're buying a car, you want to meet the person with the title and the keys in hand before you give them any money. But scams on Facebook Marketplace are becoming bigger and bigger, and that's the reason why I'm making this video today. As you can see, I'm on Facebook Marketplace right now, and down below you could see Best Camper Vans, and it's sponsored by Yahoo. Now, even if it's an ad that's sponsored by Yahoo, it doesn't mean it's a real ad. And you might think that because it's sponsored by Yahoo. There's a lot of people now, a lot of scammers that will actually pay for sponsored ads, even for their vehicle for sale, and it's really a scam. And Facebook allows this. Facebook, I don't see how they allow this, but they do. And I think it's just sickening that all these people are getting scammed out of their money. Now, it don't necessarily have to be a young person that's getting scammed out of their money. It could be an older person like a grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, whatever the case may be. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see a truck for $800. It says Syracuse, New York. Then you see a 2004 Toyota Tacoma, $1,000. Both of those are scams. Not necessarily from the same person either. A lot of people are doing this, especially what's going on in the world today. We know a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are having hard times because they can't put food on the table, they can't pay their rent. Prices are going up, gas prices are going up, so there's more people turning to scamming people out of money. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an overseas person scamming someone out of money. It could be somebody in Texas, somebody in Florida that knows how to do this stuff that's going to scam you out of your money. Again, left hand side, you can see 2005 Toyota Camry, $800. That's a scam. 2010 Honda Civic sedan, four door to the right, white car, $1,000, scam. Down below that, Toyota RAV4, $1,200, scam. Okay. Down below that, the white car once again for $1,200, Syracuse, New York. Okay. Now, if you go back up, well, that one says Syracuse, New York too, but I'll show you something in a minute, and you could find out where this ad was placed, how many cities, how many states it was placed in. Again, to the left-hand side, you could see Honda Accord, $1,200, 2010. That is a scam. Okay, so most of the vehicles on Facebook Marketplace right now are scams. Most of the time, if you click the ads, it will show one picture, like this ad right here that you can see up right now. It's a white car, and it is only showing one car, and it is not showing any other pictures. And you could say that the picture looks pretty good, and you're right, it does. And you could say that it looks too good to be true, and it is too good to be true because it is actually a scam. So as you can see here, seller's description, and down below that it says dealership information. Now, a lot of people might be thrown off by this and saying, well, it's a dealership. Why would they rip me off? A dealership? You know, you would trust in a dealership, right? Wrong. It's not a dealership. It's somebody trying to rip you off. If you could see there, it says dealership information. And then it says Susan Estate Agent Incorporated. What would an estate agent have to do with a dealership? Okay. So as you can see to the right hand side, you could see where it says Susan Estate Agent Incorporated. Now I'm not going to click on it because it's going to pop up another window. But if you click on it yourself, it's going to pop up another window and it's going to give you a list of states and cities that this scammer listed the car in. And you will see multiple ads for Syracuse, Albany, New York, Utica, New York, Texas, Missouri, Alabama, Florida, California. They place the same ad in every single state that they can and every single city that they can. And they do that to make the most money. They figure the more ads that they post, the more people they can reel in on their scam. So the main thing I want to say here to everybody right now, and it don't necessarily have to be a younger person, it could be an older person, grandmother, grandfather, mother, father. It's good to talk to your relatives about this so they do not get scammed out of their money. My thing is, do not pay for anything unless you have it in hand. Even on Facebook Marketplace, if you go into a group and see a TV for sale or whatever the case may be, they do it in the pet section a lot on Craigslist. They will list fake dogs, fake cats, stuff like that. They will tell you to send a deposit or that this cat's got to be transported by a plane because they're in a different state and they want you to send money through Cash App or Venmo or PayPal or through the email or buy gift cards and send them the gift card numbers to make your purchase. And once you do that and complete the transaction, you're done, you're scammed, you can't get it back most of the time. So you want to be very careful with this, not only for yourself, but your relatives. You want to go over this with your relatives and show them just how many scams out there are. And always make sure that if you're going to buy something, you see it in person. If you're going to buy the car, make sure that you see the car in person. The person has keys in hand, the person has title in hand, and everything to go with it before you exchange any money. I always tell people this and I cannot stress it enough. And that's why I made this video. I made a video a while back about Facebook and Craigslist scams, but I made this today because I'm looking for a vehicle for myself. And a lot of the pages on Facebook Marketplace in the vehicle section are filled up with scam ads. Now, these don't have to just be regular ads, so keep in mind it could be a sponsorship ad. There are scammers on there that will pay for a sponsorship ad through Facebook or Craigslist. And because it's sponsored and because it's sponsored by Facebook, okay, you think it's real, but it's really not. I don't know how they get away with it. I really don't. Okay, because I have put things for sale on Facebook Marketplace before, and if you put them in too many areas, like if you have a bunch of garage sale groups and you list an item for sale and you post them in every garage sale group, they will count that as a spam most of the time, and they will take down your ad and warn you that if you try to spam again, your account will be blocked. However, these scammers, like with this white car, goes on there and post 20 different ads, 20 different states, 20 different cities, and they get away with it. And this is to suck people in. What they will do is once you contact them on Facebook, they will tell you to contact them through email. Most of the time, it will be a gmail.com address that they'll ask you to contact them through, or they'll ask you to text a phone number. Okay. Make sure you do not do that. Okay. If you can't see the car in person, have the title in hand, have the key in hand, move on. Go to something else because you're going to be scammed out of your money. And like I said, most of the time you can't get it back. And I feel bad for people out there because it's getting bigger and bigger now, especially with what's going on in the world today. We all know gas prices, food prices are going sky high, and there's more scammers out there just looking for a way to make money and an easy way to make money. And this is how they're doing it. So make sure that you talk to your relatives, whether it be your grandfather, grandmother, mother, father, and you talk to them and tell them about this kind of stuff so they do not get scammed out of their money. It could be a grandmother or grandfather that's looking for a car for their granddaughter or grandson, and they get scammed out of their money by answering one of these ads. So, like I said, to the left side, it's a white car. This is a scam. If you go to the right side, you always click on their profile, and it will bring up a list of different states and cities that this is posted in. And you'll see Texas, Colorado, Alabama, Missouri. You'll see it all over. That's because they're posting it all over because they're trying to get the most ads up to reel people in to send them money. This happens on the computer too with different programs. It'll say Microsoft Defender detected a problem, whatever the case may be. Call this number. They do it the same way. Okay. So keep that in mind. Like I said, if you're going to buy something from the internet, see it in person, touch it in person, feel it in person. Make sure there's paperwork in person. Okay. Tell your relatives and make sure they know what kind of stuff goes on so you could save them from losing money. Remember, do not pay if you do not get.